Yo, what is good, everybody? My name is Midi80 and welcome into the channel. Today we are here with episode 4 of our series Platinums from the Past, where we take those old games with unearned platinum trophies and we get them. Today we are doing none other than, drumroll please, Star Wars: The Force Unleashed. This is a game that came out in 2008 for the PS3. It takes place between Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope. This game is not considered canon in the Star Wars universe, but more or less poses the questions, what if? Let's not keep you guys waiting any longer. We'll go over to the trophy list and take a look at what we're missing. Here we go. So, looking at the Platinum trophy list here, we have a total of 63 trophies, and we are missing 40 of them. And both of those numbers are including the Platinum trophy. We started this Platinum journey back in February of 2010, so just over 14 years ago. We actually don't own the regular version of the game like we saw at the end of the marbles race in the last video, but instead the Ultimate Sith Edition, which means we need to complete all of the DLC trophies to get this Platinum. They aren't extra trophies, we have to complete them, that's just the way it worked back then. There are 17 trophies from the DLC and 23 from the main game. Let's not mess around and waste any more time and get right into the trophy hunting. So for this Platinum, we decided that we would tackle some of the DLC trophies before hitting up the main story. We're going to go for the Apprentice Mission DLC. This DLC has a total of 7 trophies, and 4 of them are all tied to the difficulty that you play this DLC on. And they don't stack. And that means that we have to literally beat this DLC 4 times, 1 for each difficulty. Luckily, we were able to get through it in about 30 to 40 minutes each playthrough. After clearing it on each difficulty, we got the Youngling, the Padawan, Jedi Knight, and the Jedi Master trophies. Let's go. So as you're exploring the destroyed Jedi Temple here, you're going to come to a room where there are a bunch of statues that summon training droids. For this next trophy, all you have to do is clear the room in under 2 minutes. For this, you just have to destroy the statues that summon the droids. If you can do that in under 2 minutes, you will go ahead and pop your next trophy, Robot Parts. Is that it? Let's go! Let's go! Oh, we got one down. As you continue on with this story, you will come to a room with a giant globe in the center, and this is where your next trophy is going to come from. You need to use your force powers to go ahead and take the globe off of the ceiling, where it's hanging from, and throw it around the room to kill enemies. When you kill 10 enemies with this giant globe, you're going to go ahead and pop the As the World Turns trophy. Let's go! Let's go! This last trophy in the DLC is a pretty easy one to get. When you get to a certain point in the Jedi Temple, you're being tested on your force powers. There will be a blue orb in one statue's hand, and you need to move it across to the other statue's hand without coming out of the blue lines. This goes through 3 different phases, and as long as you can bring it from one hand to the other without going outside the blue lines in all 3 phases, you will go ahead and pop the Get a Grip trophy. Now mind you, you can go as slow as you want in this, so there's that. Did I do it? Let's go! Heading over to the next DLC, we get to hang out on the planet of Hoth. There are 5 trophies in this DLC, and they're all pretty easy to get. Quick disclaimer, I did not hit the record button when I earned this trophy, but we will post it here. The one we didn't record is called Cable Guy, and it's for killing 15 enemies with cables when you rip them out of things and electrify the enemies. Again, I apologize that I wasn't able to get us getting this trophy. It won't happen again. I'll be better. So for this first trophy, it happens right away. All you have to do for it is get through the ice caverns at the very beginning of the level without killing a single Wampa ice creature. As soon as you enter the second part of the level, as long as you did not kill one, you will go ahead and pop the official PETW member trophy. Captain Keenan from duty. I'll be acting as your liaison on the battlefield. Let's go. So after earning the last trophy, we ended up just starting the mission all over, because in order to get this second trophy in the ice caverns, this time we need to kill 10 Wampa ice creatures. So after starting that new game, we enter the ice caverns and we just go ham on these things, throwing them off cliffs, force lightning them, blasting them around until we kill 10 of them. After getting those 10 kills, we earn the PETW Hates You trophy.
No, you guys are not.
Let's go! For the next trophy, once we enter the second part of the level, you'll see a bunch of force fields activated as well as some turrets. To get this trophy, we need to deactivate them without killing or destroying anything in the room. So what we're going to do is head left right away. When we walk in, we'll see a little passageway there on the left. We go in there. There's a battery pack in the wall. We use our force powers on it to pull that battery pack out. As long as we do that without killing or destroying anything, we'll go ahead and pop the Pull the Plug trophy. Let's go. Pull the plug. Easy. The last trophy here takes place at the end of the level. The description of it did make me laugh. It said, "Take Luke to school." And though I didn't understand it at first, I did as soon as we engaged in the last battle, which is with none other than Luke Skywalker himself. All you have to do is best him in a lightsaber duel, and you're gonna go ahead and pop "I'm not your father, but" trophy. Let's go. Third and final DLC, before we go ahead and start the main story grind, is set on the planet Tatooine, and there are 5 trophies to get here. Again, they're all pretty easy to get. The first one is going to be after we enter Jabba the Hutt's palace, and he throws us down through a trap door where we have to fight a Rancor. Just like in Return of the Jedi, if you guys haven't seen it, we use a metal door on the side, we lift it up and run through it and crush the Rancor with that. And if we do it like that, we pop the Skywalker style trophy. Let's go! Got him. I've seen that movie. The next trophy we're going to be looking at here is in a little torture room per se. And there's a hot metal press above an upside down droid. When you walk in there, if you pull the press down using your force powers onto the feet of the upside down robot, you will get the hot bot trophy. That easy. Keep doing it till it pops. Oh, let's go. Let's go. That's all we had to do. So continuing on from that torture room, we find ourselves in a bigger room with a conveyor belt and a giant grinder at the end of it. For this next trophy, what we're going to do is take 5 Jawas, and they infinitely respawn here. We're going to take them and throw them onto the belt to go through that grinder. After throwing 5 of them onto the belt, you will pop the trophy Jawa Juicer. Oh, let's go! 2 more trophies left in this DLC. For the next one, as we progress through this level, we're going to run into none other than the famous bounty hunter Boba Fett. We get into an epic fight with him, and after beating him, you go ahead and pop the Quarterback is Toast trophy. Unmissable one here, easy to get. Let's go! For the last trophy in this DLC, we hunt down the Millennium Falcon. As we witness our heroes boarding it, we are stopped by none other than Obi-Wan Kenobi. We get into a awesome lightsaber duel with him, and after defeating his first form and blasting him into the thrusters of the Millennium Falcon, we are then met with his spirit or ghost form. So this is a 2-phase boss fight here. We go ahead and beat up his spirit. This isn't a fight that took too long, but after beating up his spirit and finishing off Obi-Wan Kenobi, we earn the No More Lies Old Man trophy. Oh, let's go! So starting off here in the prologue, there are 2 trophies that we need to get. They're very easy to miss if you don't know about them. We get to start off playing as Darth Vader, and for this first trophy, we want to go ahead and kill 12 stormtroopers. It's a pretty funny named trophy. After we get that 12th kill on the stormtrooper, we pop the Worst Day Shift Manager Ever trophy.
Oh, let's go.
The last trophy required in the prologue, we need to kill 200 Wookiees. This isn't a super hard trophy, but more grindy than anything. There's a respawn point here on the bridge where they will infinitely respawn, and you can grind out some other trophies and stuff like that too that we'll get into later. But the main one we're going to be focusing on here is just killing 200 Wookiees. With that infinite spawn point right there, once you kill the 200th one, you pop the Bosk trophy. Oh, let's go! These next set of trophies all come from different things you need to unlock in the story mode. The first one we're going to focus on is the Carillion Star trophy. Every level is filled with its main objectives as well as a couple of side missions. These side missions range from killing a certain amount of enemies to earning so many force points and collecting holocrons. No level has more than 3 side missions, and when you complete all the side missions in a level, at the very end of it, once you complete the level, you get the Carillion Star trophy. Let's go! We got it! The next story-based trophy we are going to be looking at is for collecting all of the holocrons in the game. These are yellow cubes scattered around every map. Most of the levels have 15 of them to collect, but there are 2 levels that each only have 5. They are very short levels in that sense. These give you extra power-ups, force upgrades, force points, and also cosmetic unlocks for your character, including lightsabers, lightsaber upgrades, things like that. When you collect all of these in the game, as soon as you snag that last one, you go ahead and pop the Holocron Collector trophy.
Let's go. We got them all. That should be a trophy. There it is. Let's go.
For the next one, we're going to go ahead and hit the pause button and notice a little tab that says training in the pause menu. And this is a extra game mode in the game. If you go into there, you'll see a bunch of different training modules and challenges. As you progress through the story and unlock new skills, you unlock more of these training modules. And as you complete these, it counts towards just the completion of the game. I recommend just doing these as you unlock them. Therefore, you're only doing like maybe 2 at a time, maybe 3 at a time. That way they're not all stacked up at the end. But when you finish these specific training modules, you'll unlock the Sith Training Trophy.
Oh, let's go! Sith Training! We got a trophy!
Similar to the last trophy, as you progress through the story, you're going to unlock different challenges or trials. These will be under the training menu. Underneath all the trainings, you'll just see a bunch of different challenges. You'll see a bunch of different trials. I suggest with these ones as well, just knocking them out as you unlock them. These ones you'll more unlock throughout the story as you encounter specific enemies, and then it sets up different trials with those enemies or different force abilities. Again, I recommend just knocking them out as you get them, that way they're not piled up at the end. But once you finish the last challenge or trial here, you're going to go ahead and earn the Sith Trials Trophy.
Gosh, let's go! Saved an easy one for the end. Let's frickin' go.
These next 3 trophies are all tied to the difficulty of the game that you play it on. In order to unlock the hardest difficulty, you must first beat the game on any of the other difficulties, and you cannot change that difficulty once you start it, or else you won't unlock that higher difficulty. The hardest difficulty trophy was no joke either. We were lucky in finding some cheese with some of the fights, but it did not play around. One false move and you were starting the fight over or starting from the last checkpoint on the level. We have plenty of rage bait files. We could almost do a whole video on that. But beside the point, the cool part about these difficulty trophies is that they stacked. So the higher the difficulty, you unlocked the ones beneath it, meaning less playthroughs, unlike that DLC that we did earlier. After beating the game, we earned the Sith Warrior, Sith Lord, and Sith Master trophies.
All I have left to do is get some kills.
For the last story-based trophy that we popped, it all depended on which ending we chose. This game has 2 different endings, and we had already completed the light side or the good side ending. So this time, what we had to do when we went through is we had to join the dark side. Right when entering the final room, you're given a choice whether to fight the Emperor and save your friends for the good ending, or to finish off Darth Vader and become the new apprentice of the Emperor for the Sith ending. We chose to fight Vader this time because, like I said, we had already unlocked that good ending. After beating Vader, after a lengthy fight of many times trying, we got the Revenge Trophy for joining the dark side.
Let's go! Let's go! We did it!
For this next group of trophies, they're all based on different skills and abilities you get throughout the game. These are all primarily focused on getting so many kills with different abilities. Essentially, you just have to rack up 100 kills with each of these abilities that we'll go over. And the first one that we're going to talk about is the grapple technique. We ended up unlocking this one in the prologue because Vader's force choke actually counts as a grapple, so it was super easy to earn there and grind out. So after the 100th kill with the force choke, we earned the grapple trophy.
Oh, let's go! We got the grapple trophy.
The next one we're going to talk about is called Impaled, and it is from earning 100 kills with your lightsaber throw technique. The crazy thing about these trophies as well, I forgot to mention, there's no counter in the game telling you how many kills you're at, so it's truly a guess and a random pop of the trophy, as you'll see in a bunch of these unlocks. After we got that 100th kill though with the lightsaber throw, we popped the Impaled trophy.
Let's go!
The next kill trophy we worked on was the launch trophy. This one was for using air combos, and in my opinion, it was easy once we figured it out. Looking at our move list, one of the aerial moves was a saber slam, where you would jump in the air and then hold the square button. It was the easiest way to get this trophy because it counted as an aerial technique or aerial combo. After getting 100 kills with this, we got the launch trophy.
Let's go!
Yeah! The next one we're going with is the Force Repulse ability. This is one of my favorite moves in the game. I got this mainly by using repulse really close to ledges when there were 4 or 5 guys around me. Go ahead and repulse them. It throws them, most of them, off of the cliff, some of them into other objects, and it would count as kills. When we hit the 100th, we got the repulse trophy.
Oh, let's go! Let's go!
This next one here was honestly one of the harder ones to get. By activating your Force Lightning, it wants you to get kills, but I feel like it was counting them or not counting them as I was doing this because I was doing it wrong. I found that if I used my Force Lightning, you have to hold down the triangle button and it will completely drain your meter or your force bar, and then the shock from that will kill enemies. And I feel like that's really what it wanted, because I would just use the Force Lightning and then attack enemies, and like I said, I don't think it was counting as a kill. This one itself was a grind, but once I figured it out, it wasn't too bad. After the 100th enemy fell, we earned the Stormed trophy.
Oh, let's go!
And the last trophy here in this list was another funny one in my opinion. After running around, you'll see just random droids spawned in a bunch of the levels and things like that, and you can kill them pretty easily. They don't attack or really do anything. But to get this trophy, you just have to kill or destroy 35 droids. We ended up popping this one while we were doing the Jedi Apprentice DLC in the Jedi training room because it just kept spawning droids. Randomly popped it, didn't know that we were gonna get it. Easy one to get. After 35 droids go down, you pop the proxy. Won't be happy about this trophy.
Trophy!
Let's go.
These last trophies again are going to be just like the previous ones, except just a lot more kills. These ones are for getting 500 kills with a specific skill or ability. We started out with the Force Grip Mastery, which we just grabbed people and threw them off cliffs or into the electrified barriers, things like that, whatever we could. After we got our 500th kill, we got the Force Grip Mastery Trophy.
Yo, let's go! Let's go! We got the trophy! Finally!
Just like the last trophies as well, there was no counter for these either. So again, we didn't know when these were gonna pop. We just had to keep running through and hoping that they were counting right and accurately. The next one that we focused on was the Force Lightning Mastery. We really liked this ability. Just ran around holding triangle, and after the 500th kill of electrifying people, we got the Force Lightning Mastery trophy. Oh, let's go! The next one we're going to look at is the Force Push Mastery. We unlocked the easier version of this trophy a long time ago when we first started playing, back in 2010. But for this one, we just had to use our Force Push skill, or just the circle button. This one is best either by like a cliff, or if there's the laser shields, things like that. You go ahead and just press the circle button, or you hold it and it charges up and you shove them into the lasers or off the cliff. After we got the 500th kill, we earned the Force Push Mastery trophy. Oh, let's go! I just got a trophy. Sorry if there's not a lot of meat and potatoes to these. These are just kind of grind kill trophies. So there's not really much explaining that goes into it. I hope that I'm giving enough information while not just speeding through them too fast. But with that said, we'll hop into the next one, the Force Repulse Mastery. Again, the same thing. The repulse skill is best used by a cliff or around big groups of enemies. Just go ahead, use it. It throws them away from you around in a circle versus one specific direction, unlike the Force Push. After getting 500th kill, we got the Force Repulse Mastery trophy.
Let's go! Force Repulse Mastery.
This next one is a skill that we didn't use enough throughout the playthroughs, and we had to grind a little bit at the end. It was the lightsaber throw skill. That is the square button while you're holding your guard. Pretty good technique, but just not one that we utilized a lot on the hardest difficulty. But we definitely went back and grinded it out on the easiest to get this one. After the 500th kill with the lightsaber throw, we got the lightsaber throw mastery trophy.
Let's go! We got the lightsaber throw mastery!
And last but not least, the longest grind for kills comes with the last skill, and that's the lightning shield. Again, we were doing this one wrong in the first place, I believe, at least. But once we figured it out that we could just charge it up and run by enemies, we got it done, I'd say pretty quickly, a lot quicker than we were before. My biggest issue with this one is that it completely depletes your force meter. Not only just gets rid of the blue, but puts it in the yellow, so it takes the longest out of any ability in time to charge it all up. So we saved this one till the end. After finally getting the 500th kill, we got the Lightning Shield Mastery trophy, as well as that sweet, sweet Platinum trophy.
Let's go! We did it! Yes, let's go!
Well, there you have it, guys. Another old PS3 game knocked out. This one was a lot of fun to play, in my opinion, and I enjoyed reliving the story on this one. I could have done without all the mindless grinding for kills at the end, but, you know, it is what it is. My biggest issue with this game, honestly, was the targeting system. I could never seem to get it to lock onto the targets that I needed when I was using my different force abilities and things like that. It just caused a lot of frustration. Other than that, it was a ton of fun to play, and still plays great. I'd recommend checking it out if you guys haven't. I hope you guys did enjoy the game. Please consider dropping a like and subscribing if you did enjoy it. And if you didn't, just let me know why in the comments. What can I do to better it? I stream live over on Twitch. I'll leave the link to that in the description below. We're already underway with this marbles race, so enjoy the rest of the race and let's see what platinum trophy we're grinding out next. And there it is, guys. Saints Row 4 for the win. Thanks again, everybody, for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you next time. Now get the heck out of here.